Hi, today I'm here to discuss a topic that many accountants consider a tedious chore, and that is processing suppliers' invoices. Suppose you have an invoice like this. Your job is to extract the relevant information on the invoice, such as supplier's name, invoice number, payment term, and for each of the spending item, you have to match and assign an account code. After that, you have to post all the items into your ERP. This task is not difficult, but it's repetitive and time-consuming. If you have to handle dozens or even hundreds of invoices a day, the task could easily take up to a few hours of your time. What if you could simply upload all the invoices to ChatGPT like this? Provide instructions in plain English, and then ChatGPT will take over. It will start by reading the invoices and intelligently extract all the relevant information from the document, assign accounts code, and then give you a link to download the completed work in an Excel file. You will end up with a table like this. Each row represents a spending item from the invoice. ChatGPT was able to extract the supplier name, invoice number, part number, and description. Take a look at these descriptions. They are defined by the suppliers. You can't control what they write. Therefore, traditional software usually find it difficult to match this kind of free-form text. But we will need to use these descriptions to match the account codes. This is where AI makes a huge difference. Lastly, ChatGPT assigned account codes to each of the line item and also fill up the account name and account type. Don't you think this is impressive? By using ChatGPT, a task that normally takes a few hours could literally be done in a few minutes. In this tutorial, I will show you how to use ChatGPT and automate the task by yourself. If you are interested, please watch till the end. Let's break down the process into 3 simple steps. Step 1. Extracting data from invoices. This step is all about extracting data accurately from invoices. Next, we will assign account codes to spending items. This is where ChatGPT truly shines. And finally, the last step involves updating your ERP. But the ways to upload data to ERP differ according to individual system. Therefore, I will not be covering them in this tutorial. I will split this tutorial into 3 separate videos. The first, which is the current video, will focus on extracting data from invoices. The next video will demonstrate how to get ChatGPT to assign account codes according to an accounting manual. And in the third video, I will review something really exciting. I will show you how to build an AI assistant similar to what you just saw. With the AI assistant, you will simply upload all your suppliers' invoices and it will handle everything automatically for you. Without further ado, let's dive right in. A typical invoice looks something like this. If you have used automation tools like RPA to extract information from invoices before, you will know the biggest issue, and that is the document format must remain unchanged. If the invoice format does change, the software will need to be reprogrammed. Let me show you what I mean. Now, I have 2 invoices side by side. Notice how the invoice number of the first invoice is located right here, on the left side of the document. But for the second invoice, it's way over to the right. And take a look at the spending item tables. They look different and the column titles are also not the same. And here's another thing. The supplier's name on the second invoice is actually not written as part of the main content. It's hidden down below, here, at the footnote of the document. So these kinds of format differences will likely cause issues for traditional non-AI software. Every time either the supplier changes its invoice format or when you have a new supplier with a new invoice format, the software will have to be reprogrammed, but not for ChatGPT. ChatGPT changes everything. ChatGPT could read, and interpret invoices with different formats without any reprogramming. It is smart enough to figure out where to look for the right information. It is quite magical. But before we dive into the details, let me walk you through how to sign up for a ChatGPT account and to upgrade it to the Plus plan. For those who don't have a ChatGPT account, you can come to this website to create an account. Click on Sign Up. You can either fill in your email address here or use your Google, Microsoft, or Apple account. Just follow the steps. Once you have signed up, you'll land on this ChatGPT page. Here, you will notice this free account comes with a ChatGPT 3.5. However, for this tutorial, you need access to ChatGPT 4.0. That's why upgrading to the Plus license is essential. You can click here, or you can also click Upgrade Plan here. You can then select to upgrade to Plus. The Plus plan costs $20 per month, but I believe it's well worth the investment if it can help increase your productivity at work. There's one crucial detail to keep in mind. If you don't want OpenAI to use your data for training their model, there is a setting you need to turn off. Simply navigate to your name down here. Then click on Settings and head over to Data Controls. You'll find a setting here. If you turn it on, you will retain all your check history, but OpenAI might use your check history or any uploaded data to train their model. But if you don't want OpenAI to use your data, then you have to turn this off. And then you will see a confirmation message that check history is off. Alright, we are ready to have some fun with ChatGPT. First, make sure you are using the GPT-4 model. If you see 3.5 here, change it to GPT-4. Next, I'm going to upload the invoice file. If you don't have the Plus plan, unfortunately, you won't be able to upload files. So, if you want to try what I'm about to show you, please make sure you're on the Plus plan. To upload a file, you either click on the icon here, or you could directly drag and drop the file, like this. Once you have uploaded the file, ChatGPT will read and understand the content. After that, you'll be able to start chatting with it. In my case, I've just uploaded a mock-up invoice in PDF. So now, I can ask ChatGPT to help me retrieve the data I need from the invoice. Let's see if it's up to the task. First, let me ask, what did I just upload? Wow! Look at this! It extracted all the relevant information from the invoice before I even asked it to do so. Let's check if they are correct. It says that the invoice is from Ideal Office Private Limited and to Brangin Consulting. That's correct. The invoice date is correct. Payment term is 45 days. That's correct. And then the spending items such as binders, covers, not bad at all. Let's try another question. How much is the delivery charge? The correct answer is $50. Let's see what it says. $50 is correct again. Let's try another one. How do I contact the supplier? Great! It extracted the email address and also the office address. Do you notice I didn't have to do much? ChatGPT was able to recognize all this information automatically. Let me give you another example. Now, remember this invoice? The supplier's name was not stated in the content, but instead it is at the bottom as a footnote. Let's see if ChatGPT is intelligent enough to be able to pick it up. I will load the second invoice. Let me give ChatGPT the instructions here. Please tell me, what is the name of this supplier? Once again, no problem at all. ChatGPT is able to find the supplier's name at the bottom of the document automatically. I did not have to give it specific instructions or program it to do so. Alright, I've uploaded a total of 2 invoices. I will instruct ChatGPT to extract the desired data from both invoices and consolidate it into a single table. To effectively accomplish this task, I will provide detailed instructions in English like this. Please output spending items for both invoices in a single table with columns. And here I tell ChatGPT the required columns names. ChatGPT is extracting data from both invoices now. It's done extracting and is creating the output table. Let's take a look at the output. Let me zoom in for you. You're looking at the first 4 items of the results. 4 items from the invoice from Ideal Office. For comparison, I'm also showing a screenshot of the invoice on top. Let's look at a couple of them. The first one, part number BD156, quantity 100, amount 600. This one, 80 gram white, A4. Unit price 5, amount 500. That's good. And here are the 4 items from the second invoice, consolidated in the same table. In the interest of time, I will not compare line by line for the rest of the items, but I have checked all of them and they are correct. As you have seen, ChatGPT is able to extract data from multiple invoices and combine them into a single table. Most importantly, that can be done by using simple instructions in English. In fact, in most common languages such as Chinese, Japanese, or French, this is truly a game changer. When you want ChatGPT to perform a specific task, it's essential to provide precise instructions. In generative AI, these instructions are commonly known as prompts. Crafting effective prompts is key to harnessing the full potential of ChatGPT. And throughout this video series, I'll guide you on how to do just that. Now, what if the invoices are not in PDF but are scanned images? Let me show you. I have the same invoice here, but now it's saved as a JPEG image. As you can see, I can't use my mouse to highlight and copy any of the text anymore. Let's see if ChatGPT has any issue extracting the data. Let me pull and drop the file into ChatGPT. And then I give the same instruction as before to summarize everything in a single table. It took slightly longer, about 30 seconds or so. But it has no issue extracting the data. It even offered to let me download the table in CSV format. In fact, you can ask ChatGPT to output the results in an Excel for you. See? The data is stored nicely in an Excel file. How about a handwritten invoice like this? You can see some of the words are not very clear. Can ChatGPT handle something like this? Let's give a try. Again, I'm uploading an image file and then giving it the same instructions. No problem at all. It took less than 10 seconds. If you look carefully, all the spending items are correct. Let me extract a few more items. What is the invoice date? February 3rd. That's the right answer. If you look at the original handwritten invoice, the date is written in the short form as Feb 3rd. ChatGPT knows how to interpret the date format automatically. What about the payment term? Once again, it accurately retrieved the right data. Let's try something harder. I'm asking, are there any other conditions? If you look at the invoice, it doesn't say anything about terms and conditions, but there is a notes section below. Let's see if ChatGPT is smart enough to retrieve those information. Look at that. ChatGPT extracted both conditions perfectly. I was truly amazed the first time I saw ChatGPT extracting handwritten text without additional OCR software. Isn't that remarkable? The moment I discovered how ChatGPT could accomplish so much with so little effort from me, I realized the world has changed. Now, we have the capability to automate most of the mundane tasks that burden accountants daily, allowing them to focus on tasks that truly matter. More importantly, this can be done by ourselves and in a cost-effective way. AI can significantly enhance productivity of finance teams. Prior to ChatGPT, automating data extraction required costly software and expert assistance. The software license could easily cost thousands of dollars a year, plus additional fee for each page of data. Moreover, these solutions were inflexible. A change in invoice layout meant reprogramming the software, wasting time and resources. Now, ChatGPT represents a paradigm shift. It provides the same functionalities but with greater flexibility. It can adapt to new invoice layouts automatically. What's more, your team can create, modify, and maintain the automation by themselves. This will result in substantial savings and enhanced flexibility. The capabilities I've shown in this video extend beyond just handling invoices. They can be applied to a variety of other tasks, such as extracting bank charges from statements, retrieving financial information for credit assessments, obtaining data from goods received notes, and others. I encourage you to explore what ChatGPT can do for you. In this video, we have explored a method that is effective across many scenarios. However, it is crucial to acknowledge that this method may not be universally applicable, particularly when managing an extensive volume of documents or navigating complex workflows. This approach may fall short. In future videos, I will guide you through using API on no-code platforms. This approach provides you with powerful alternatives in handling these challenging situations. To wrap things up, we have covered quite a lot in this video. In our next video, I will show you how to use ChatGPT to intelligently assign account codes to spending items. This is another area where the power of AI truly shines. I will see you in the next video. If you find this video helpful, please click like and subscribe to my channel.